You find, it being challenging to keep up that consistency, or have you found challenges now while you're reading the Bible, while you're on this quest?
Well, I can't even lie and say that it's been an easy journey, because especially for me, because I'm younger, I'm 12 years old, but it's harder for me because it's harder to maintain a relationship with God while you're still living here and while you're still living in the world. And it's hard to separate living in the world from living in the world. It's hard to separate partaking in actions and doing what your friends are doing and doing what you see that people are doing, even your role models in your life. It's hard to separate that stuff from what you need to be doing,
And Royce be eating. She be eating us all up. She makes us all look horrible.
Because even me right now, I like being the, what did you call it, insightful one, but even me right now, I can't even say that my journey with God has been so smooth, because it really hasn't. Like, currently in my life right now,
What you got going on in your life, girl?
I feel like I'm just now getting out of the season of my life where I feel like I was so far away from God.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was just falling into the deep end with my relationship with God.
Yeah.
Because it was like, even, I can't even blame it on school, because it was even before I started school. It was even before I started school. It was just like, it was hard to separate my life from what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But I really had to take into consideration, and I can't even, like, now today, I can't even go out and hang out with my friends anymore without thinking, like, is this really what I'm meant to be doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to really reevaluate myself and reevaluate my life, and think, like, the only reason why we're here on earth right now is to glorify God, and is to draw people over to Christianity. So how was me doing these things and living in the world and partaking in the things of the world, how was that contributing to myself and to the kingdom of God?
And that's
Mercy,
really,
you're such a smart kid.
she is, but that's really heavy for a 12-year-old.
It is. Yeah.
And then the crazy part is, once you know, ain't no going back.
Right. That's what I
Then
always
you're
say.
held accountable
That's
forever.
what I always say. That is what I always
Yeah.
say. And it's like, because once I do preach the gospel to my people, to my
my
friends.
people.
I said to my people. I meant to my friends. Once I do preach the gospel to people like my friends or people around me,
They be mad.
it's like they do be mad, but I always finish it off with, now that you know you're responsible. Because you're responsible for your own self. You are responsible for your own soul. And now that you know what,
I'm so glad that you're realizing that and learning that at 12, because I actually was going through this like last year or like 2 years ago, and I'm just like, I was actually running away from that responsibility, though. I was like, I don't want that responsibility anymore. I was just in a place where I was like, I want to have a relationship with God, but I was so, I would say, a little burned by judgment from other Christians that I was just like, I don't want to be responsible for y'all. Go find them for yourself, because I'm done talking about it. Nobody want to hear me. Instead of listening to what we're saying, you worried about what I'm wearing on Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I just got to a place where I was like, I don't want that responsibility anymore. But I realized, like, in being a little bit older, that you're right. Like, that is just your responsibility. That is what it is. Like, we are here to glorify God. And also, when you really find God for yourself, you realize how good it is. Like, how good he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's called the gospel. Gospel literally translates to good news, right? It's good news. And so when you let's say you hear the fair is coming to town, that's good news. You're like, oh, everybody, hey y'all, the fair is coming to town. Do y'all want to go? And so, it's like, it becomes easy to talk about it, and it's something that you want to share with people, right? You want to share that. You want other people, when you see your homegirl struggling to pay rent, right? You like, girl, I got something to tell you.
I can't help you. You can't help you, but I know who can.
I know who can help you. You know what I'm saying?